Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Mike,
I'm Duran.
and this is Before We Forget. So, before we forget, Duran, what is going on with this presidential campaign?
That's a good question. In my honest opinion, I feel like it's going like that TV show where Kerry Washington called Scandal.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's going exactly like that. Except like Donald Trump was living the portion where he was just doing his thing.
So, would he be the Kerry Washington of this? Because he got the scandals going on.
I mean, technically he did, but now it's just like with all the stuff going on, who knows what's what. I don't know if people is rigging the election to go a certain way, or what are we doing? We running smear campaigns. It's just all types of stuff popping out the woodwork. And let me just say, Donald Trump is hilarious when he talks, and when he say something, it's crazy because the English language to him is foreign. He just don't. He be talking this huge, huge. The fingers, man, and the faces he be making. It's like he watching the NBA and his team losing, and he want the refs to call something, and nobody not saying nothing. But then you go over to the other side, and we look at Kabbalah, and sometimes she just be staring at the camera. Like she just be smiling and staring at the camera. It's like somebody that don't know how to speak English, and you be like, "Are you hungry?" And they just keep smiling at you, and you're like, "What you smiling at, my dude?" But nah, I feel like it's really going like that. Like people getting snuffed out here.
I feel like it's a TV, like it is a reality show right now. Just watching them, that the one and only debate that they had. My favorite, my favorite part of that whole debate, it's when she said, and this, she wanted to say mother effer, but she didn't.
I think everybody in their house cussed for her. Like it was immediately after
Every
before she
black
stopped talking.
household knew what she meant when she said, and this man, like, whoa, like what? We might have to share that on the page just so everybody can
so you
see.
gotta see. And my man was out here doing the most though. Like the cats and dogs thing blew up super hard. Cause I wanted to go to Ohio, hit up my Ohio folks. Like, hey, they out here eating y'all cats and dogs, bro. What's going on up there?
Let us preface before y'all get too deep into this episode that we are not necessarily commenting about who we're voting for, who we like or dislike. What we're more so commenting on this episode about is just the craziness that we've seen throughout, not just the campaign for the presidents, but like local campaigns too have been wild.
Like, listen, we're not Republicans, Democrats. We're not doing none of that. So don't come on here being extra political because I'm gonna delete the fire off you.
We will roast the hell out of you.
I'm gonna talk bad about you.
We will do a 15-minute episode just roasting you.
Just you specifically. As you. So you know that. But no, that's been hilarious. I didn't even know recently that it was a second assassination attempt on this man.
I didn't know that either.
Like I was like, when? How?
Where wasn't it being planned or something? But they ended up stopping.
Yeah, the FBI came through.
Yeah,
and I'm like, man, my man about to be like 50 Cent out here, man.
He walked out to us, so he might as well.
I'm like, yo, what is? Are you trying to appeal to that? And that stuff right there was the funniest thing ever.
Let's just go back to the beginning of this whole thing, right? Because when I say it's like a reality show, if we took everybody else's name out of it, and I just told you, bruh, I am watching this new show where this dude gets convicted of like planning an attack on the White House, right? Mm-hmm. And it gets crazy because after he gets convicted, he starts running for president so that he can essentially not have to be accountable for it. And he goes up against a guy who is currently the president, but that guy's head was so loopy and messed up that he just bombed this whole thing. And then they realized this ain't gonna work, so they put him up against a woman who, on both sides, they have been going at each other. You would think like, bro, what kind of team is this? Scandal 2.0?
At this point, you just need to put on some boxing gloves because that's where we're going with this. More importantly, dog, dog, she had a whole rally where we went and showed out. You can't take us nowhere. I was happy to see people pull up. But the behaviors of some of the beverage was a little bit zesty. You can't go and persuade people to do something for somebody and then incorporate twerking.
You can tell that both sides are trying to appeal to the younger generations. Because if you look at literally both like conventions that they did, I mean, you got Meg the Stallion at this convention. She had some other people at Kamala.
Oh no, these are specific people. Yeah, I said specific, like Pacific. That these are very key members in the society that are hip to different groups that have come to support, and it's all strategic. It's hilarious though.
This woman's like 56 years old, 57 years, somewhere around there. You cannot tell me that she just out here bumping Meg the Stallion's music like that,
bro.
You like
she out here bumping, yeah, Glow. Yeah, Glow in between meetings.
I'm just waiting on somebody to be like, I went into the White House and it smelled like hot combs, and I'd be like, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's Trump.
These comments would be crazy. My man out here really calling people monkeys.
See, but then you look at the Republican convention, and they got all these country stars. They got Hulk Hogan coming out at you got a wrestler coming out talking about he's gonna body slam. He gonna body slam Kamala. What in the world is good? I legit feel like this is a TV show. This is I've never seen a presidential election run the way this has been ran.
It's crazy. Like it's really wild. And for the life of me, I'm like, this is what it reminds me of. I feel like each side is trying to get the one up on each other.
Yeah.
And they both going into some extreme lengths. Now I feel like one side is doing stuff on the low and the other side don't care. They just like, it's out there. What's gonna happen, and y'all gonna see.
I feel like both sides are out there.
Remember that scene with Don't Be a Menace, the South Central to get juice in the hood, and they was in the store, and the dude shot and killed the two Korean people, and then he threw them the gun. That's how I feel like the campaign is. They be like, man, there you go. Catch the man. Like, yo, like y'all really out here trying to catch each other red-handed and stuff. I'm like, clearly they're not gonna let that happen to that man until all this is over with. So I think we should let that route go.
I also think about like there's such a big age difference.
Oh, you don't even want me to talk about that, because if you ask me, I just feel like once you get past a certain age, you shouldn't even be qualified to run as president at all. And actually, I am going to go on now, because why do we have people that's dang near pushing heaven to make these decisions and these key choices? That's what's wrong with everybody. We wondering why we can't excel.
Would you rather have somebody who's been on this earth and seen a lot?
Nope.
Or somebody who's 35 years old and trying to run?
Nope. Because how are we going to say children are the future, but then we don't give the future to the children? And we just teaching them the same, underhanded tactics that we've been doing for the last 100 years. So
listen, I'm not advocating.
No, I know you're not,
for older presidents. I think there's a good, like, sweet middle spot that they should be, and that's probably going to be right around 45, 50-ish.
I know.
But I will say this, in 2028, I will be 37 years old. That math ain't mathing. I will be 38 years old for the next election.
So you want them to vote for you?
I'll be eligible, and you may see my name on the ballot.
So you want them to vote for you, even though you're young and don't got that experience?
I got an old soul.
Nah, that don't count. So that's what I'm saying. It should be young people that's going up, because then you grow into it. Obviously, you're going to have to start out some politics. So it's not like you're going to be a new politician.
No, you don't. Trump has shown us you don't have to do any politics before becoming a president.
You don't. But I'm just saying, to get that, you obviously would go come out of school, be somewhere, try to get elected somewhere, do something, and then move up. It got to be somewhere you could shake it. Okay, yeah, well, you can't sit here and say, "Oh, bruh, let's keep electing 50, 60-year-olds and 70-year-olds, and then we wouldn't be questioning if he gonna fall over during the debate."
I'm okay with a 60-year-old.
No, I'm good. I say a sweet spot for me would be 40.
I think
Because you don't
the oldest should be 65.
You-
If you can retire, why are you still president?
like. I would say 40 to 60, because 65 is pushing it. I think that's a weird place to put retirement anyway. So you 40 to 60, because 40 you ain't got that desire to be out here ripping and running, doing all that. You take things a little bit more serious, probably learn something, and keep it pushing. Now we talking about an average person trying to do something, not the civilians.
But at 40, you still have kids.
You still got kids, but that come with life. Your life ain't gonna stop just because you got kids. So you become the president, keep doing what you're doing, keep it pushing. I think it'll give a fresh perspective on life, especially with the way the world is now and current. Because the older you get, the more you get stuck in your ways, and we've been stuck in our ways forever. So why not try that?
I just think 50 to like 55 is perfect. If you get elected for 2 terms, that's 8 years. You end it between 58 and like 63, which is a good time to go sit your ass down and enjoy the rest of your life.
It is, but after you become the president, ain't no sitting down or relaxing. You always gonna be.
They still get paid, but it's more speaking engagements and things like that. Speaking of, I don't know why this just popped up real quick before we hit our 15 minutes. If you were president, what's the first thing you'd do? Like day one in office?
Make a music video in the White House.
Well, okay, wait. How's that music video gonna look?
The blackest music video you ever seen in your life.
In the White House.
In the White House. So
who's gonna be rapping?
It's gonna open up. It's gonna be watermelons like right there when you walk into the White House, and then
stereotypically,
stereotypically black. Then it's gonna pan up to like the Oval Office, where it's gonna be fried chicken and Hennessy on the table, and then I'm gonna spin around in a chair, and then it's gonna roll Who Made It, and then after that, all my favorite rappers gonna come out from behind the secret compartments, and they all gonna do a fourth of a verse. So we can fit everybody.
They don't even get a full verse.
Nah, you just.
You're gonna be like, "Who? Mike Jones?" Your verse over with.
Yeah, I might check it like I can get a bar and a half, and then you got to pass it on like that one soccer commercial.
That old.
Yeah, you got to pass it on. Yeah, your time went up. That's gonna end with all of us chilling at the table with the chefs around. Yeah.
Oh, see, and that would be my thing. The first thing I would do is I would have them buy the longest table ever, and I would do. I wouldn't call it the Last Supper. I'd call it the First Supper in the White House. And then I'm gonna have me and all my homies at this table, and then get my family in there, and then invite some celebrities who I think are down to earth. I don't really care if you're rich or what all that. I want you to be semi-famous to famous, down to earth. So like Keanu Reeves gonna be there. I know he ain't black, but he gonna be there because my boy is down to earth. J. Cole gonna be there. He gonna ride his bike right on the.
No, Jim Carrey got to be there.
Oh yeah, Jim Carrey definitely there.
Yep.
So I feel like the Wayans brothers,
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's about to be a hell of a supper, right? And that's what I would do. And then I have somebody take a picture of it.
Yep. And we're gonna be eating popcorn.
It's gonna last forever.
And drinking wine. But nah, seriously though, that's not what I would do if I was the president. I just said that just because I just want y'all to know, you gotta loosen up, live a little bit. But never mind about how we feel and what we would do. How do y'all feel about Donald Trump and Kamala and the presidential campaign? Do you agree that it's like scandal right now? Do you even know what scandal is? Go watch it. But more importantly, man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe, follow, like, leave some comments, talk to us, man.
Yes.
We see y'all. We see the numbers. Man, throw some likes on that bit. All right. See y'all on the next one.
Peace.